It's back. It's back. I opened up Steam and my OBS decided to spam a bunch of hashtags in the OBS thing and then just shut it down. I've no idea. All I did was open this. That's all I did. Jesus. Where do I look at my reviews? Wild Hearts, terrible. Okay, there's Monster. Okay. I've played Monster Hunter since 2004. Hold on, I'll make this big. Okay, right. I've played Monster Hunter 2004 on the PlayStation 2, Monster Hunter 1. This is 100% the worst rendition Capcom have come up with. It honestly hurts my soul. I've always been a fanboy of this game series. I have played most, if not all, versions of this game. The focus of the game has always been the hunt. Kill it, skin it, wear it. I'm trying to figure out where to start of how bad this game really is. There is more focus on emotes, stickers, and telling people in your party that they did good. The default for your item scroll is a damn emote scroll. Struggle to pop a potion? You put an emote instead. Genius idea. It is beyond easy as well. I got to 5-star quest without even changing or upgrading my gear or weapons and was still completing the quest within 10 to 15 minutes. The wire bug, it's a mechanic in the game. It's like a whip, essentially. Pretty much makes everything trivial from the moment with the movement and the blocks, as well as the game gets boring really quick. There has been far too much focus on quality of life and changes. There's no more cool drinks. Normally, if you went to a hot area, you'd have to take cool drinks or you'd take health damage. And if you went to a cold area, you'd have to take hot drinks. Otherwise, you take stamina damage. None of this anymore. So you had to actually prepare for what it is, the mission you were going to do. You'd have to prepare. But nope, they removed that. So no prep for quests is required. Weapon changes are too drastic. Since day one, all those years ago, certain weapons have been clearly more powerful than others, but they came at a cost. Slow, expensive, high skill ceiling, etc., etc. Now they've just nerfed the power and giving everything the easy mode to all weapons. There's no diversity anymore. Everyone just runs longsword, dual blades, and hunting horn. That's it. Get a group of 2 or 3 hunting horn players. God mode. Boring. Kill stream? What? Don't like Rise of Brutality. I never said that. What are you on about? Stickers, emotes, childish crap. Honestly, it's everywhere. Complete a mission. Let everyone know you like them. Post a sticker. Do an emo. I just want to hunt. I want to grind. I care not for your stickers. Like Rise. No, Rise. Monster Hunter Rise. Not that. Bloody, 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 blah. And then, okay, then they brought out Sunbreak. 3 largest complaints in the community that they had the game were the wire bug, the spirit birds, and overindulgence stickers. And what did they do? They just doubled down on everything. Like, spirit birds. Like, it's just... Yeah, Rise is very, very, very bad game. Rise is bad game. Fucking thumbs down Deep Rock Galactic. I have got some weird reviews. $4,717 hours in Warframe. Hey Hunter! Long time no see. I probably would go down, yeah. But yeah, yeah, Warframe. Black Desert. I don't even... Oh, that's... I know what that is. This account's got 3,200 hours in Monster Hunter World. Lenny would not shoo me away. Not a chance. Lenny loves the Glug Glug 5000 from Dod.
I hope you burn this whole place to the ground.
Not sure if you want to buy the season pass. I do it just to try and show a little bit of support, although I'm not sure I'm going to anymore. I feel like ideally until the devs actually do some serious changes.
Watch yourself. You don't want to get cut here.
Hey, Agent. Thanks. I don't know if I can put into words how much it means that you picked me up. If I don't see you again, good luck.
And then I'll decide. Ghosts of Tsushima. That sounds good. Right. We're going to be looking at Ghosts of Tsushima in a minute.
You're coming up on the central area, and it looks like they've sealed the gate.
Then you're gonna have to find a way to unseal it.
Throne and Liberty. Oh god, you guys are throwing out interesting games at me now. Hold on, right. So we've got Throne and Liberty. Okay, that's one. And then what was the other one someone said? Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, dude, this looks fucking hardcore. Hell yeah. Oh, Sucker Punch Productions, though. PS4 game, really? Because I found the director's cut on Steam. Just saying. I will be continuing. Honestly, the past week, I kind of had like a weird mental video game breakdown, and the only thing I could be bothered to do was play survival games that require me to sit on, like, to punch a dude and then sit on a bench for like 20 years. Oh, have I got rogues? I've got rogues.
Hostile striker drone detected. Hostile sniper turret detected.
Manalord, yeah, that's...
Hostile defender drone.
I hate sniper turrets. You can fire that for a wall. Got it.
Immediate medical assistance needed. System malfunctioning. System restored.
State of Decay, I've got that.
Agent eliminated.
Kind of... I hit the end game in that really quick.
They're bound to be expecting you.
Clipped it. Clip what? What? I hate sniper turrets, you don't understand. Curse. 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 Get the fuck out of my head.
A group of hostiles is moving toward a boat on
You won't tell me? Aww. Oh, Hunter, why you bully?
If Emmeline gets away, finding her isn't gonna be easy. Gotta stop that boat. Find a way to the shore.
What's the other one? Is it Spellblade? The one that's caused so much drama lately, and I just want it just to be a drama queen. Is it Spellblade? No. I've forgotten what it's called. Stellar Blade. That's it, mate. Stellar Blade. If that comes to PC, and then the mods that we're gonna get are gonna be unreal, and I'm going to be pissing myself laughing continuously for about a month. You're objectifying women. Why she gotta look sexy? Bloody. Wait, have you played Nier Automata? Jesus Christ. Apparently it's going to be coming to PC because there's like a lot of people wanting it. Bayonetta, like, yeah, come on. And I'm sorry, but like, let's just talk about objectifying men. Let's look at Devil May Cry. I mean, how do the men look in that? Fucking 6'6" chiseled all the friggin' time. Every Final Fantasy character. Like, all of them. Like, it's a video game. Grow up.
What's going on with that boat?
Hasn't launched yet.
No one comes close to Bayonetta. She's a bit too hairy for my liking, I won't lie, Hunter.
Those tanks are a primary target.
Virgil the Chad.
Already aboard the boat. Assuming that was her.
Bayonetta 2, short hair. I'm not on a... Her witchy magic thing. She can... It's the way in which she controls her hair. You missed the joke there, Curse. Come on. Fallout 4 next gen update. I might get back into Fallout. It's been a minute since I've played it though. Maybe we could do some Fallout at some point. Can't play any other Fallout than New Vegas. That's good. I've never played New Vegas. I've played 1, 2, 3, 4. It's literally it. I didn't do anything else. I'm boring. I'm a very boring human being. Who are you shooting at over there? Fallout London. Mate, that's going to be depressing. We're going to get the game and it's not going to be a Fallout game at all. It's just going to be average London worker walking around London trying to make a living and not feel depressed and kill himself. That's literally what Fallout London is going to be. There's no actual game there. There's no Fallout storyline. There's no nothing. It is literally just going to be living and working in London simulator. That's literally all it's going to be.
Got their leader and their stronghold. The
Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Fallout 4. Well, I'm old. Look, do you see the ball patch? All right, I'm old. Oh, I'm even pressing run button. It's been ages. Activities in West End. Wait, is that West End and Foggy Bottom? That turns him into... Walking Dead. Was I the only person that didn't fall into the hype of Walking Dead? Asking for a friend. Walking Dead. Also known as London. It's coming out later this month. Even if you've never heard of Walking Dead, I 100% you've seen the memes. Like they're literally everywhere. Everyone has seen the memes like this shit. Are you alright, Dad? No, I'm half left. Like, everyone has seen that. Everyone. If not, you're very new to the internet, aren't you? Like, Jesus. Carl! It's just... It's just, oh god, it's so bad. I'm sorry, it's so bad. Just going on social media, really? Fair one. I have a Facebook and I've got like 70 friends on Facebook. They are people that I actually genuinely used to know and was friendly with, but other than that. And I have an Instagram of which I follow my wife and my wife follows me. Other than that, I use it just to scroll through to find those, because I can't be bothered reading, so I find those people that do the am I the arsehole things. And I just sit there and listen to like, am I the arsehole for punching my 7-year-old toddler in the face? Yes. Actually, no, wait, what did he do? What did he do? Those sorts of things. And that's literally all that's all I've got. Get me, Mr. Mate, I am not Mr. Popular. I am... You know what I would search for on Instagram? Big old anime titties. A curse. High School DxD Season 5. Confirmed. Also, Rias Gremory or Akuno Himajima. And there is a right and wrong answer. Akuno. You use Instagram to follow that? To follow UFC. Fair one. Everyone's got their things. I was reading! It's cheating. Oh, I'm being shot from over there. Alright, curse. Okay, right. I'll put it this way. Do you want the redhead that's a bit of a prude? Or do you want the brunette that's really kinky and does dominatrix shit? Like, I just put it that way. Ready even hyped for games? Mate, I do get hyped for games, but it's bloody rare. And every single time I've been a bit of disappointment. Apparently I get hyped for all the wrong games. Mate. Like, I remember seeing, like, a really cool MMO ages ago. It was called, like, Valhalla Rising or something. And it was all about, like, it was like an MMO Viking game and promised to explore the depths of, like, Norse mythology and bloody blah. It looked really good. Really getting into it. And, like, lapping up all the hype. Turns out it was just an adapted mobile game. And it was shit. Wuthering Wave. Is that going to be free? And is it coming through Steam? Because I can't be bothered with another launcher, dude. I won't lie. Wait, Black Myth Wukong. Hasn't that been coming out for like 10 years now? Stalker 2. That's first person shooter if I remember correctly. Wasted all my resources on the wrong platform. Like, I fell into the trap. Yeah, you can all laugh at me. I fell into the trap of Diablo 4. I pre-ordered and everything. I fell into it. My feelings were hurt. Because I'm an old school Diablo fan. I've played Diablo 1, I played Diablo 2, played the living hell out of Diablo 4. Wasn't obviously Diablo 2 is like the king, but
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I fell into it. And because of Diablo 4, I have now completely uninstalled every single Blizzard game as well as the Blizzard launcher. This is Beethoven, yes, the Ninth Symphony. I had to listen to it, then I was like, huh? Mate, all I see on Overwatch is the memes of people literally shooting like 10 feet away from where their actual character is and it still hits. been patched. I don't care. Any game that can be put out that badly doesn't deserve to be fixed. Doesn't deserve a player base. So that was, yeah, that was my, no more Blizzard for me. Thank you, but no thanks. Arrivederci. Play Elder Scrolls Online if you like MMOs, by any chance. Yes, I used to play Elder Scrolls Online. I can't remember what happened. I honestly can't. I think I was enjoying it. And I can't remember what happened, and I just stopped. Why not do a Diablo stream? Because that means I've got to reinstall Blizzard, and no. No! I'm really skeptical now with MMOs when it comes to like their trailers. I'm sorry, like they need to post gameplay trailers. Okay, I'm sorry. Like if I see an MMO and they're posting these cinematic trailers and people are being like, "Oh my god, it looks so good." I'm sorry. Every MMO has fucking epic cinematic trailers, right? Go back to like early World of Warcraft, right? Even back then, early World of Warcraft cinematic trailers looked fucking incredible, right? I still get goosebumps when I see Sylvanas jump down a friggin' wall, take her wraith form, beat the living fuck out of everything, and scream for the Horde, right? I still get goosebumps when I watch it. Mainly as well because Sylvanas is kind of like a really sexy little elf. But play World of Warcraft, right? There's two types of people. You hear this a lot. There's two types of people. There's two types of people on this planet. And there's those that get sucked into World of Warcraft. And there's those that escaped. I escaped, okay? I can't go back. Lost Soul aside, every MMO has epic cinematics. Epic cinematics. Warcraft 8. Yeah, Warcraft 8 my life as well. I nearly failed one of my degrees because of Warcraft. Your dissertation requires input by tomorrow morning at 9 AM. Yeah, I'll just do this raid in World of Warcraft real quick. 12 hours later. Lost Ark, MMO. I've seen Lost Ark. Yeah, that does look good. Lost Soul aside, right? I'm actually building up a list here. Lost Soul aside. Steam! It has a Steam group. There's Lost Souls. That's not it. It's been confirmed that it is coming to PC. They've partnered with Nvidia to utilize GeForce RTX. No date, but it does look like it is coming to PC. Boop. Blue Protocol, I can say it. What, Blue Protocol? I think that's on my wish list. If anyone actually likes World of Warcraft, I keep pestering him because he needs to do it more often, right? I have no idea if anyone is into their World of Warcraft, but I've got a friend who basically does like all of the mythic dungeon and raid carries, and on occasion he streams it. He's a bit of a weirdo. He's a bit strange. He could probably help you out if you want. There he is, dickhead. Right. That work? I actually have no idea how good he is, but he's always telling me that he's like helping out people do like all the mythic raids and dungeons and other crap in World of Warcraft. So if you like World of Warcraft, I don't know when he streams it, but yeah, fucking give him a poke. And if you're looking to progress in World of Warcraft, he can probably help you out. Just couldn't remember what his fucking Twitch name was called. So I messaged him in Discord and went, "Oi, get in my Twitch, you scum." And he just pops up going, "Hey." But yeah, if you like your World of Warcraft, check him out. And obviously, he'll be a smaller channel, not like some, so he can probably actually get around to helping more people out more frequently. I've looked into Eve. I like the look of Eve online because I've literally heard Eve's second name is Spreadsheet Online, and honestly, I get a boner just thinking about it. But I could. Never played Retail WoW. Been harassed in Pandora for doing my first dungeon. And well, if you ever fancy giving it a second go, Elvira, and you want like a slightly weird, obnoxious, but a good group of people to play with, look up Tooth. I don't play with his World of Warcraft friends, but I play with a few of their just MOBA and survival friend group, and on occasion I'll be sat in their little in their Discord while they're off playing Ark or World of Warcraft and whatnot. That's another one as well, actually. Tooth is part of one of the largest European guilds in Ark Survival Evolved, and they own like full-on fucking servers. Like, yeah, like they breed like all of the best fucking dinosaurs and whatnot. Bloody blah. They've got all of it. So yeah, he's a good person to get involved with. He's just currently solely on the downturn, and it's better not to get lost into this. Fair one. Honestly, needing the game, so bored. I may put an Umbra build on. No, don't. Oh, Elvira, right? Just hit up Tooth. It sounds like you two have got so much in common. Right, just hit up Tooth. I don't play Ark. I have no idea what Ark is about other than it's a survival game with dinosaurs. And just reading that statement there, I could have sworn your name was Tooth for a second. Like, it's the... They've ruined the maps. Don't know why they did this. Fucking idiots. How could they do this? Money grubbing bastards. Oh, it's just so fucking funny. I have no idea what the whole arc thing is about.
Reinforcements en route.
This one?
Hostiles detected. Vital signs.
Nope, not going to activate. Why do these medkits exist? They don't. They never work. Hey, we put something in a game that doesn't fucking work. Look at that.
Medical assistance needed.
Haha.
Hostile supply convoy nearby.
But yeah, Tooth is new to the streaming thing. He's really good at Arc, from what I know, and he does a lot of helping out random players in World of Warcraft. So that's like, if that's like your thing, then maybe give him a look. It only works when you don't need it to. Man, I'm just so bored of like, oh, I'm about to die. I know. I'll activate the instant med kit. Never fucking works.
Unlocked.
Posted a video on YouTube of the silent breath. I have no idea what the fuck that is. But that reading that just gave me a hemorrhoid, I'm pretty sure. Horror game based on sound. Right. I don't know what you said that, or I read that, and my mind instantly went to every like 4, 5, 6-year-old kid that walks in on their parents doing it. You know, you're laying there at night and you hear weird noises and you walk into your parents' bedroom being like, Mummy, you okay? Yeah, that's the only horror game based on sound I need in my life, thank you very much. I don't need more. I don't need more. Hey, John. I've got Alien Isolation. I've never played it. I'm waiting for Thick Garmo to come back from vacation or whenever she's about, because she was the one that exclusively asked me to play it. So I'm waiting for her to like return. Obviously, like time zones are a thing. So I'm pretty sure she lives in Brazil or Uruguay. Can't remember. But yeah, when she's about or can potentially show, I don't know, whatever, then yeah. Playing hard or nightmare? I'll see what happens. I'll see what happens. I've never really played a game like that before. So I might hate it. You never know. And obviously I've got to play it at night time, right? Obviously. Got to get the dark room on the go and... The engine just derps out because you told it to. Alright, activities in West End. Which is this one. Yeah. We'll just smash this out. Comes, you have to stay silent. If you make a sound, you die. And stuff keeps... Oh, is it like you have to like use your microphone and whatnot? Can you not just mute your mic? Not being funny, but just mute your fucking mic. It's really easy, right? You ready for this? Just mute your mic. Got to do it right for YouTube? Nah, just mute your mic. Muting is not cheating. Muting is using your fucking brain.
Hostiles reporting location nearby. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Come get some!
Incoming hostiles detected.
Was totally expecting the Ace Ventura scene. What one? I need to watch those movies again. They're so good.
By hostiles. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Who's shooting me and from where?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Really? You can blow me up for a wall. Wow. That game just called... Nah, never playing a Call of Duty game ever again. Ever. I played one of them for a grand total of like 20 minutes. And I was like, nope. It just immediately snapped me. Straight back to the store. Refund, please. Why do you need a refund? Because this is hot garbage. Like, I don't know what people are on about, but this is hot garbage. Get rid. Now. Hey, Dubster. Hey, Guts. I want to see if I can find, like, I don't know what it is. It triggers me so much, right? Let's see if we can find it. Modern Warfare. It was 2 back in today. Like, the old one.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
This is it. Hold on. Let me see if I can... Right. That's enough noise out of you. Where is it? I'm trying to fucking find it.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
That ain't it. Yeah. Come on. Can't find it. Anyway, there's like a part in the storyline for like the original Modern Warfare 2 game. Came out in like fucking 2008 or something around there. You get into a car and you can fully look down into the well of the car. You can't see your body. You can't see your legs. You're literally you're nothing. And this triggered me so much. I was like, I literally just ripped the disc out and took it back to the stop. Why do I need a new game? I'm just bored of everything that's out at the moment. Yeah.
Guarding location nearby.
Should have had an IQ. I use IQ for my mouse control and whatnot. That's how I'm able to go from this to this to this. All the same movement. This is all the same movement, and it just gets worse and worse. Move Elatrion and Fatalis. I can help with Elatrion. I can kill him in like 2 minutes. Well, I used to be able to anyway. Elatrion's only weak to elements, and you've got to do them in this order. Really? Because Pierce Heavy Bowgun's a really powerful fucking element then. Just saying. No, he's got the fiery bullets. Kill him first. Stack up on that and spread to him. Restack on him, and then just let the petty die in a very petty way. Chucky! You'll actually find most developers actually ignore what streamers say. Mostly. The only time streamers typically come into the conversation about how development within a game works is how to keep the streamers safe from being things like stream sniped, etc., etc., because it's a promotional thing. But when it comes to actual like promotion of a game, like on how it's controlled, etc., etc., streamers don't generally actually get a say. Mostly don't get a say. Obviously, there are some games where they are, but if we're still talking about World of Warcraft, then basically, if you were a streamer, you weren't allowed to have an opinion on that game at all. Like, I mean, maybe with them, but yeah. With the amount of character. I'll have to have a look into it, JD. I'll have to have a look into it. It is a game that, because there's like 3 of them now, isn't there? If I remember correctly. Oh. I don't know. Right. I've got on my YouTube playlist. I have classical and rock music selected. Under the classical listing, for some very strange reason, we have John F. Kennedy's inauguration speech, January 20th, 1961. This is classical music, apparently.
The Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Anyone care to explain? It kind of is a classic. Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. I swear there was another one. It's JFK. Classic. I mean, I suppose. Oh, I was reading. American logic. No, just American. You can remove the word logic. We're fine.
Hostile control point identified.
Yeah, here's a really bad joke for you. I don't know why this popped into my head. Why is it impossible to date German women? Because they've all got the same phone number. 9999999. Sorry. It's so bad. Fucking hell. How many people thought that was going to be like a weird German joke that's going to get me in trouble, and it ends up being completely harmless and really stupid? Real cultural. Mate, I'm cultured. I tell you now, I'm cultured. I'm like awesome and shit. Nice ammo belt you got there. It'd be a shame if somebody shot it. During the war. Here's a really disturbing thought, right? I'm not sure if anyone's ever played this, but you know the game Tag or It, whatever it's frigging called, or whatever it would be in your respective countries. There's a good group of people out there that's still it. Anyone ever thought of that? It's not the sort of child game where there's always a winner. Someone is always left it.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Why is Barbie never pregnant? Kingdom Comes different box. I know that one. I know that one. It's pretty bad as well. Even in death, you're still it. Mate, that would be a really awesome horror movie. If you die while you're it, you come back as a ghost and you tag people when they die. Oh. Oh. Fucking trademarked. My idea. Get fucked. That's mine. You'll all have to get your own. Only in death does duty end. We've suddenly just become like Warhammer 40k, but like comedy. There's John. Still it. No, 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 no.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Brother, you're still it, brother. Space Marines, yeah. Imperial Guardsmen, not really. There's not a lot of training that goes into an Imperial Guardsman other than here's your flat jacket, here's your las rifle, which may or may not work. Are 100? They're about 1 trillion times more numerous. I'm not sure if they're better. I mean, you've got some units, Krieg. Obviously, the Katachan, they're pretty fucking up there. But, like, your average Imperial Guardsman from a fucking Shrine World? Nah. Nah. Sorry. Nah.
Civilians in distress.
Even in death, I still pay student loans. Horny ass. Mate, you are aware I'm ex-military, right? Spent 9 years in British Army. You know, fucking... Brain dead, horny assholes. I mean, not really. I mean, I see where you're going with it, but no, you'd be surprised. I agree with that, yeah. A lot of them are just utter idiots. Student loan, the government gives you a lot of money, so you can pay the government a lot of money to get an education. And then they go, oh, that money that we gave you, that you actually effectively gave back to us by paying us back for that in the first place, you owe us it again because it was a loan. That's essentially what it is.
Additional hostile contacts.
How does it feel?
That tickled.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Don't waste your time, Agent.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Those guns are pretty solid reliable. Mate, every bit of lore I've read so far, every bit of one, when it comes to like a little guardsman arc, they're like, oh, I got given a las rifle. I wonder if it actually works. Like every single time. But how much could it actually be? In the UK, 1 year of university is like, just for the course, is like £9,000. Roughly. So you'll be coming out with at least like 25k debt just from the course, and then if you need like another bursary loan on top of it so that you're able to live, etc, 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 easily 30,000-40,000 pounds. In the US, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard it's possible to rack up hundreds of thousands of dollars. I say hundreds, I mean about 100. I think that the average is like $80,000 to $140,000 worth of student debt. Again, I'm not sure how true that is, but that's just what I've heard. Any Americans with that have gone through the education, do let us know. No, wrong one, and then no, wrong one, that one. Depends what you're doing, how long your type varies. Fair one. What was it we needed to do actually? Projects. Bank! American woman, you just... Oh. Do we? Do we really? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's do this one. Fuck it.
You're gonna need to get the access codes to the vault to recover the item the hyena stole from Air Force One. Our hyena insider says whoever's posted in the old CEO's office will have a key card that should give you access to the vault.
Yeah. A lot of governments run off of debt. Off the debt of their populace as well, which is comical as shit. But then, to be fair, with like some of the like at least in the US, if you racked up like $200,000 worth of debt, the principle is you're gonna either be like a top end fucking lawyer straight off the bat or a surgeon. So after like another year or two, you could probably pay that off just by, you know, being a dodgy lawyer or putting a price on life. Lawyer? No, mate. Do you know how much the top lawyer in the US earns? Private company to print money for more than the face value. I mean, there's another way to do it? Hang on, there's another way I don't understand. Fucking Jay's got us all figured out.
Key card is the one we were looking for.
It's alright, a lot of the Western governments at the moment are just absolutely fucked. France, for example, curse piping up. Glad in France we mostly don't have to have a long life to get into some education. That's great, but isn't like your government basically adopting half of like the refugees globally at the moment and then sticking them in the middle of Paris and then going, why is our economy going to shit? Just saying.
Hostile radio intercepted.
It's the fucking division. Roach wants everyone back at headquarters.
Although saying that, France has also done something fucking amazing, which has made Russia kind of terrifying. Or terrified, rather. Words. Words are hard this morning. Don't worry, I got you, Kev, don't worry. It's... Yeah, whole world's basically... We're on the verge of World War 3, alright? We just need France to start something, because they're the... I can promise you now, right? I know a lot of people have, like, theories on where, like, World War 3 is going to kick off from. It's going to be France. It's going to be France that starts it. Promise you. Oh, they've invented a new nuclear doctrine, and the entire world went, excuse me? Like, what the fuck? Yep, Elvira knows. Elvira knows. It's so funny. Every other country on the planet that is nuclear, they have two doctrines. Basically, preemptive strike, as in, we think you're going to nuke us, so we'll nuke you. Or, you're already nuking us, so we're just returning the favour. What France has invented is the warning shot. The warning shot with a nuclear warhead. How the fuck do you warning shot with a nuke? How the fuck do you warning shot with a nuke? Easy. No, that's not easy.
The vault's just up ahead.
Mate, I wonder what side they'll take this time. Well, at the moment, NATO is proving to be a problem for basically everyone.
Access granted. Hostile radio intercepted.
The alarm! Fucking division got into
It's just so funny.
We moved the president. He's tucked away nice and cozy upstairs.
Fucking warning shot with a nuke. Like, I just...
Pull the president out of the
what?
Agent, you've got a new assignment. Find out where the president is being held and get him back. Sync Isaac with a bank security system. There should be a data center near the vault.
search query.
A lot of countries have nukes, to be fair. EU had not. It was the North Atlantic Treaty, and I think Germany's one of the first actual nuclear states on the planet. One of the first. To be fair, with some of the threats going on at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if, well, for a start, actually saying that, I'm actually surprised Iran hasn't self-imploded at this point. They tried making a nuclear vessel out of wood. I'll let you figure that one out. What?
Search query finished. Subject located.
President Ellis. I'll have a helicopter on standby to extract him.
Allow lockdown procedure. Initiated.
That doesn't sound good. Isaac, do you have a way out of the vault?
Searching for way out of the vault. 0 matches.
Piece of shit wristwatch. Okay, let me see. If you can punch through the west wall, there's a maintenance tunnel running alongside your position. It's a long...
And now they're getting involved in the whole fucking issue over the, Oh. Go on, kitty. It's okay. It's okay, kitty. It's okay. It's okay. Good girl. You're right.
Isaac, plot a path to the president's location.
Highlighting most expedient route.
Son of a bitch, it actually worked. Thanks, Isaac.
MacArthur wanted to use the doctrine on the Chinese in the Korean War and the president at the time. I want to say Truman? Spicy. Honestly, I'm at a point now why I kind of feel like political debates is grand posturing. I really do feel like we need to take it back to basics and do playground rules. Like, I would, personally. Like, if I was in, like, a political theatre having a debate and there was, like, some of these weird countries in the room and they're like, oh, yes, we're going to nuke you. I would literally just start laughing. Full on, belly laughing. Like, pointing, rubbing, like, fucking, yeah. Like, full mocking. Why are you doing that? Because you're not a threat. You might act like a threat. You can sit there and posture all you want, but you're not a threat. Go away.
Give him an earpiece and get him on comms.
Like fucking Russia, like, oh yeah, we're going to start World War III. Mate, you sent 4 armoured columns in. 4 armoured columns into Ukraine, and they got fucked up by farmers with tractors. And then they nicked your fucking... You're going to nuke us. Are you sure it works? Is it going to work?
Heads up. We're inbound to your location. Coming in over the HU. Keep your heads down. We're gonna make a hole.
And you're going to pick a fight with a country whose friggin' aircraft carrier generates more power than half your country. You're a genius. You're a fucking genius. Like, fuck it. Just go back to schoolyard rules.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Well, that's a load of shit. Kill every last one of those fuckers. I want them dead. Roach, our gear supply will dry the fuck up if word gets back to the rest of the council that we lost the president. We'll get him, ma'am. Fuckers are going.
But if there's estimates required doing something that gets foreign powers involved. Mate, there wouldn't. That's. I can say that timing of the Fallout show really. Wow. I actually have bad news for people, right? Modern nuclear weapons don't actually disperse radiation. Well, they do, but like, not to like a huge threat level. So it's just pure destruction. We mostly use hydrogen now, which doesn't actually generate basically any radiation at all.
Serious trauma detected.
Like, North Korea's still fighting out of the friggin' 1940s, right? If they fired a nuke, it's literally, it's going to be like Wile E. Coyote shit. Pointy missile, you know, like fucking, what's his name? Sacha Baron Cohen doing this friggin' dictator, like, it must have pointy top. Everyone knows it must have pointy top. Yeah, and it's going to land, and a flag's going to come out of it that says bang. Like, if you think North Korea is a threat to, like, West as well, like...
Incoming backup request.
The only one that's potentially a threat, which I personally don't see at all, ever, would be China. That's it. It's the only one that you could potentially call a threat. And do you know the last war zone China was active in? Anyone know the last war zone China was active in? Anyone at all? How long ago was that? We're talking what, 50, 60 years? Over? 70 years? Well, they were involved in World War II. There was a little bit during the whole Sino-Vietnam thing, but we're still going back like 60 years. Easy 60 years back. 40 plus, minimum. And that's like on an official capacity. They might have had like certain PSYOP and Black Op things going on, but in terms of like an official capacity, China's not been active in the military scene for, yeah, probably we're talking 50, 60 years. And you want to put them up against combatants that have been active in multiple war zones across the globe up to today. US, France, Germany, UK, Italy, Denmark. It's like a serious pro versus noob thing. So they might have a 1,000,000-man army, but they've got a 1,000,000-man inexperienced army. Poland's fucking ruthless at the moment. Yes, Bubby. Hold on, let me kill some bad guys. Come on then. Come here. Upsies. Come here. Good girl. Oh, it's a good girl. Crumble every time it rings. Yep. Mate, they still are. They're still active. They've still got one of the best elite forces on the planet. They're still active in conflict. Why do I have a miniature Naga Cougar in my house? That's Nova. She's my bubby.
Hostile broadcast.
She's really cute. And she sits in the palm of my hand. We need to change build to... No, not that one. That's... that one. Like, basically the entirety of Europe has been, or still is, in active conflict. Within the past 10 years, easy. And you didn't get disoriented because...
Vital signs critical. Russia would struggle to, like, if it wanted to go to like a more modernized, no offense to anyone from Ukraine here, but like in the total like GDP and like budget spending you're able to put in your military, if they wanted to go into a more sort of like tier 1 country with a military unit such as Poland, Germany, whatever, Russia wouldn't make it across the border. They wouldn't make it across the border. During the whole like Ukraine thing that's currently going on, they found Russians that are using paper mache and cardboard for body armor. One dude had a Mosin, a World War I Mosin for his weapon. Like, and you're going to put them up against... Sorry, I had to find it. You're going to put them up against this.
Like it ain't happening. It ain't happening. You've lost. Yeah. Everyone's seen the the Russian spy plane? It might have been taken down. I'm not sure. There's a fucking... Let's see if it's on YouTube. Captured Russian spy drone. I don't know what I'm actually looking for. Is this it? Can't remember what it was. I don't even know if that was the right one. But it was a, you know, like the hobbyist remote control planes you get, and a Kodak camera was duct tape to it. That was it. That was their high-tech spy drone. A fucking Kodak camera with a hobbyist plane. Mate, I could make that for less than 100 quid. Get fucked.
Reinforcements incoming. Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, I'm well fucking... No, in combat. I fucked it.
Serious trauma.
Remember the drones? Mate, it was comedy. Like, from a political front, the war should have just ended then and there, because it's just sort of like, really? Like, you can't do anything.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Like,
Stay the fuck away. Get him. Behind cover.
not too sure what got me there, but...
Thanks. I don't know that we could have done that without you.
Oh, yeah, but, like, it also just shows how corrupt they are. Like, that's the thing with the Russian war economy. It's very corrupt. Like, no country is built to last on a war economy. Major thanks to Germany for showing that massively. So yeah, no country is able to sustain a war economy for like large periods of time. But if you then have a corrupt war economy, you're going nowhere very quickly, which is what Russia has. Like, their new tank system, the, I've forgotten what it's called. The inside of a tank below, like, the seating area, the turret. The only way I can really explain it is it's like a very, very large, complex revolver. You know, like the pistol revolver. That's basically how like a tank works, but it's got like a lever arm. So there'll be like a bunch of shells, like 80 of them. They're all like computerized because they're not all of the shells will be the same. Some will be like armor piercing, high explosive. Some even use like smoke, etc., etc. But they're all like computerized and cataloged, and the computer, depending on what it is you're firing, will rotate this revolver essentially with the shells in, and then an arm comes down and picks the shell up, and then an automatic loading system in a tank puts it into the barrel of the tank. I'm not a tanky, and then you can fire it. Some tanks are able to preload 3 to 4 of these at a time. The best arming system in the world for tanks, I'm going to upset the Americans here, Challenger 2. It can rapid fire like 5 shells. So much quicker. Not a single Challenger 2 battle tank has been lost in conflict. Not a single one. Anyway, besides the point. There is something to do with the placement within Russia's new tank. That basically means you just need to get like a glancing blow, and it rattles this revolving system that holds all of these shells, and these shells can explode from this rattling. Like, essentially, theoretically, if you could throw a big enough rock at that fucking Russian tank, it'd have to be a big rock to a point of where you couldn't physically throw it, but you could essentially hit this tank with a big enough rock and it will explode from the inside. Yeah. Do you know what happens if you throw a big fucking rocket at an Abrams? You get a shell in the face. Consider the Swedish... I don't know that one. I'm intrigued now. I love this shit. I might have left the military, but my heart and soul is very much still there. Swedish... Sudden 90. I'm intrigued. Tracked. Okay, they come under the classification of tracked armored vehicle rather than tank, but they very much look. Russian tanks win the turret throwing contest all the time. They. Oh, I see. It's because they got a back hatch. It's a tank with a back hatch. I mean, what tank? Right, no, right. The Challenger 2 wins the best tank argument every single time because, right, the biggest concern they have when building that tank is where to put the kettle. Every Challenger 2 has an inbuilt kettle that reacts, well, it's like attached to the actual engine of the thing. So it's constantly pumping out hot water. Because, you know, when you're friggin' driving over unarmed civilians, you best be doing it when sipping on a nice brew. Alright, so yeah, that's why the Challenger 2 wins the best tank argument every time, because it's got a fucking kettle. That's literally it. Obviously, I'm a Brit, so I'm going to argue the Challenger 2 is better than the Abrams every single time. Right, where's this do I need to give crap to? To be fair though, the tank is a piece of equipment. I don't think it should come down to what is the better tank. I think it should come down to what are the better training techniques for a. Yeah, I would argue. Actually, I think just overall, I would argue that in terms of training, the British Army is the best.
In need of backup.
Generally, I would argue. But then, again, I'm a Brit. Real good rifles, now they're finally replaced their old AR. Japan's fucking getting up there. They're experimenting with robots. Was a Marine? No, I wasn't. I was a foot guard. I was one of these fuckers. Ah, can't actually zoom in. It just fucking, that's annoying. Yeah. Oh. But yeah, a lot of people think that. Oh look, Coldstream Guards. That's my actual regiment. Coldstream Star. It's a bit old and worn, but Coldstream Star. A lot of people think that we were just tourist attractions and we just stood there to look pretty in these uniforms. We're not. We're also classed as one of the 5 elites within the British Armed Forces, which is the paratroopers, the Royal Marines, the Foot Guards, the Gurkhas. There's another one that I always forget. So we are a combat infantry unit. Not only do we do this shit where we stand there, look pretty, we will fuck your shit up as well. Above. So you have what we call the line regiments, which is the what we just call like the rifles, bloody, just your standard army. You've then got the Foot Guards, the Gurkhas, etc., etc. Paras, Royal Marines. You could honestly argue that the Royal Marines are like a tier above the Foot Guards, the Paras, etc., etc. They do a lot more rigorous training, etc., etc. And then above them you have the tier 1 units, which is the Special Boat Service, Special Air Service, and the Special Reconnaissance Service. That's our special forces. But typically you will find that every single member from in the Special Forces is from the Marines, the Foot Guards, the Paras, the Gurkhas, and there's another one that I always forget. I can't remember. I think it's the Cavalry, but they're like they're a light armoured unit. But yeah. In fact, he looks really familiar. I think these... Is that Morris? I think that's Morris. I shouldn't be saying his name. I do apologise. But yeah. I recognise him. I know who that is. 7 Company. Once you pass basic training, which is 6 months long. Our ex-soldiers, another civilian. Over here, it's no one gives a shit, dude. It's a job. It's a fucking job. No one gives a shit. But yeah, after you do 6 months basic training, you'll go to what we call an incremental company for the Coldstream Guards. It's number 7 Company, as you can see here. Which is mostly ceremonial duties. For 9 months to a year, you'll do ceremonial duties. Here, you will do show of force parades. You'll do the Queen's Guard, as we call it, which is at Buckingham Palace, St James's Palace, Tower of London, as well as Windsor Castle. This is the Winter Order, the big coat, and then the Summer Order, which you can see here. Oh my god, I recognise so many people here. In fact, hold the fuck on. Is that fucking me? I think that's me. I could be wrong. I think that's me. Right there. I think. I could be wrong. It looks a bit like me. But yeah, you'll do a year here. Proclaim of the new king. No, that wasn't me. I was out by then. I was out then. So that's not me. That's an imposter. I left March 21. I should have read that. I'm an idiot. So yeah, sorry, that's not me. But you'll do like a year here where you learn. Like you've learned your basic soldering. Now you're going to learn how to be part of a unit, operate as part of a unit, get a little bit more discipline, a little bit more sort of savvy about you. You get left to your own devices a lot rather than being told what to do, what to breathe, how to breathe, when to breathe, etc., etc. Here you get basically just get given a timetable and you just go and do it. So you'll be told you're doing Queen's Guard Thursday, Friday. Okay, so that means Monday, Tuesday, I'll be working on my physical fitness, working on what we call mats, which is like just basic skill at arms, basic soldiering, just like it's like exams, like written exams. You'll be working on them. Then Wednesday you'll be doing your kit because this takes a lot to prepare, a lot, especially the boots. The boots are a friggin' nightmare. You'll do that Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday you'll be doing the Queen's Guard, this sort of stuff. And after you've done that for 7 months, if you're really good, normally it's 9 months to a year, you then get sent off to 1st Battalion. Oh, that's headquarters. 1st Battalion, which is all your green soldiering, as you can see. So this is Belize. Yeah. You can, if the 1st Battalion needs backfilled on an operation, you can get drawn in from incremental company, though this is quite rare. They would rather backfill from another regiment. But, yeah. So, incremental company is sort of putting some of the skills you learnt during basic to the test. You'll do some exercises. While I was at 7 Company, I did Jordan, Egypt, Falklands. That was quite fun. It's not just standing around looking pretty. You do act on that soldiering in some pretty hefty ways. And then once you get to battalion, that's where the real shit happens. This is where, like, if you're going to be deployed, that's where it happens. And then obviously regimental headquarters, which is where all the top dogs are. Fuck, is that Hutchie? I'm pretty sure that's Hutchie. You don't fuck with him. He's a lovely guy. But the moment you step out of line, doesn't scream, he doesn't shout, it'll just break your face though. Hutchie's not his real name as well. He got given that name because after you've pissed him off, he could probably fold you up and put you in a rabbit hutch. So we called him Hutchie. We're really creative with names. Really creative. But yeah, and I did 9 years. Isn't it wonderful? A lot of people within the UK have the surname Smith for some weird reason. In the British Army, if their surname is Smith, that they are affectionately given the nickname Smudge for no apparent reason. If you ever meet someone called Smith who was in the British Army, they're probably going to respond to the word smudge. That's an interesting one. Where are you running?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Somebody must have been watching over us.
Aha! Right, that's the project done, right? Yeah. But yeah, in case you can't tell, I am very proud of my service. Mainly as well, because everyone told me that I couldn't do it. Oh my god, we got Legmo. We got Legmo. Yeah, before joining the army, I was actually a primary school teacher. Fat little what's it. Used to just sit on my ass, watch TV, and mark books from snot-nosed brats that can barely spell their own name but somehow think they're really, really clever and tell amazing and funny jokes. Yeah, got very bored of it. And it was one of my ideas to always join the army. I just never really knew when. And I was like, you know what, I'm just over this. Just going to join the army now. And everyone was like, oh, you'll never do it. You'll never do it. Especially if you want to give someone to the foot guards. You'll never do it. You'll never do it. Did it. Shows that you know. Met my wife. Lived happily ever after. Lovely support, mate. I come from a background of academics, which is, yeah.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Although, saying I come from a background of very lazy academics. Like, my aunt, right? My aunt is genuinely one of the smartest people. Like, just, that's basically the full sentence for you. She's got, like, academically, like, in terms of life and knowledge, an idiot. In terms of academics, she's got a PhD in biology. Like, especially, like, I think she specialized in microbiology. She's got, I can't remember all, but she's got like 5 different degrees, all at varying levels. I think she's got like 2 PhDs, a master's, and something else. Like, she's very, very academically smart. Right? She's on benefits. She doesn't like working. She doesn't want to work. She basically lives off of loans. That's literally what she does. She lives off of loans. And she just sits at home. She's like 32 stone. Like, fucking. She's very, very, very morbidly obese. Yeah. She collects cats and dogs like they're going out of fucking fashion. She has so much potential. She is so, like, academically intelligent. And she does nothing with it, which is unreal. My mother has 2 degrees. She has a master's in... it's a biological degree again, but it's like... I've forgotten what it's called. Like, biological structures and shit. Like, how things are, like, actively made biologically. She could essentially, with her degree, she could go into, like, cloning research, how to clone shit. Her dissertation for her master's was how to, like, the process behind how the heart, you could clone individual pieces of a heart to fix shit. Can't subscribe for 3 months. Jesus Christ, man, thank you so much. But she's also got a degree in teaching and how to teach people to be better teachers. She was a primary school teacher for like 5-6 years. She then got her degree in like academia, essentially, to become a better teacher. And then she became like a teacher of teachers to teach people to be teachers, etc., etc. And now she's on like essentially what you'd call like a school board. Over here we call it Ofsted, and she examines schools and teachers and helps promote them and allocates budget, etc., etc., etc. She got very, very good and fucking high up there in this process. My grandmother was a Scottish racist. And before people go, oh, racism, I don't mean the racism you're thinking of. She was very patriotically Scottish. So she was racist to anything and anyone that wasn't Scottish before you start blowing that one. That's where most of it was directed, yes. But it was directed to anyone and anything that wasn't Scottish. Like, if anyone that's lived in the UK, I can promise you now, Welsh sausages. Welsh sausages. Although, there is this huge faux pas with Welsh sausages. I'll see if I can find, like, the original packaging for it. Welsh dragon sausage. Xenophobe? Possible. Is this it? Can't find it. I actually went to university in Wales. Bangor, ironically. And this brand, Welsh Dragon, they got sued at one point because people thought, the idiots obviously, thought the sausages were made of actual dragon. So they had to put a warning label on the saying, warning does not contain actual dragon. I'm assuming that's stopped now. I don't know when this picture was taken. But I found it so funny. Like, of course it doesn't contain actual dragon. What's wrong with you? God. It was so funny. But yeah, that was when I went to university. And to continue on the tradition, I have a Bachelor's of Science degree in biology. I specialised in herpetology. I did a zoological degree. I did zoology. Specialisation in herpetology and toxicology. For those that don't know or thinking herpes, no, venomous reptiles. That's what I did.
Serious trauma detected.
Oh.
Agent down.
Like, they're in my way.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
People believe it's a common statement, but it's also so true. If you see a warning label, that just means some idiot fucking did that. Some people still think the Earth is flat, so what can you do? Curling irons. This is a really funny one. I believe it was actually an American. She was using her curling irons on her hair. They get very warm, very burny. Very ow. And then for some weird reason was like, curling irons, they're a bit of a dildo shape, aren't they? I wonder what would happen if I kinkied with these curling irons. Dumb bitch didn't turn them off, got 3rd-degree burns internally. She then sued the curling iron company because there wasn't a warning label on them to say that you can't put them inside you. She somehow fucking won, which is bizarre. So now this particular brand of curling irons basically has a very long list of warnings on them of where not to put curling irons. Because apparently people need that as an instruction. I don't understand why you would need that as an instruction, but people apparently do. Hold up. Hold up. The female Gundam model. Hey, Paradox. To race to the bottom. Mate, the world's just gone crazy. The world has just gone fucking crazy. My dad had a snake and a big ass spider. Mate, I love snakes. Really like snakes.
Access key detected. Progress resumed. Hostile broadcast picked up.
Thing is, we all make jokes about it, right? But it is the American education system. It's so strange. Like, at a lower level, the American education system is so bad. Like, primary school, high school, the American education system is like, I think it probably, like, if we're talking just like within like first world countries, the American education system is like, I'm pretty sure it's like the worst. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like up there as like the worst within first world countries. So if you're gonna come back to me saying like fucking random village in the middle of friggin' Somalia, as a worse education system. Well, yeah, like, no, duh, but we're talking like first world countries. But then at the same time, like, at degree level, America has one of the best education systems in the world. I think it's like second or third at like degree level. But the part that I find really fucking funny, in the areas where America is like leading the charge, none of your lecturers are American. The top lecturer for cardiothoracic surgery in the US is Swedish. I don't know why I know that one specifically. But yeah, it's just, I find it so funny. And then if you look at like all of the top surgeons across the globe, I think like America, UK, and Germany like have, in some ordering, the top heart surgeons across the world. America, UK, and Germany. Would you like to know the race of every single fucking one of them? They're all Indian. Every single one of them is Indian. It's very fucking... It's like, top heart surgeon in the world, USA, Indian bloke. Second, American, Indian bloke. Third, German, Indian bloke. It's just like, why can't we just say the top surgeons are Indians? A lot of, yeah. Like, why is it America needs the credit? Surely just let fucking India have it. Come on. Why can't we give India that point? Why has it got to be like UK or Germany or the USA has like the best heart surgeon? Because let's face it, you don't. The fucker's Indian. He just works there.
Hostiles detected. Detecting additional
I find it quite strange. Oh, another backbone. We're farming them backbones.
detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Oh, you're back. No, I'll go back up that way. Yeah, JD, can you find out? I've got one for you, right? This one really annoys me. Right, can you find out the average cost of insulin in the US? For that set, ran out of... I crafted most of it, to be fair. The bit that I need is the backbone. No, I still don't have the backbone. I have a backbone. Depends on the state. That's what saying average cost rather than... RNG didn't smile at me. RNG doesn't smile at me either. 1,000. Okay, I did. I was expecting that 150. All right, there is a private healthcare system in Germany, right? Germany has some of the highest quality, because insulin's like, it's gradable, right? Like most other fucking drugs. You've got good and bad, right? Germany has some of the highest quality insulin on the fucking planet. It's like 5 times better than that you can get at like a good area in the US. Would you like to know how much that insulin costs from the private sector in Germany? It's like 17 cents. Which... yeah.
Incoming backup request.
Which means you could get like a year's supply and still save like $100 over at the year. Yeah, that's another one. You normally actually weirdly find a lot of like medical inventions of that nature aren't patented just so that everyone can use it for the betterment of mankind.
Hostile broadcast detected.
I just don't. I mean, I can't poke fun at the US all the time. The British government is fucking on its way to being like friggin' Russian, corrupt as shit. Recently, there was a bill in the UK. I'm not sure if people in the UK people know this, but the bill in the UK has essentially removed your online privacy rights. And your personal privacy rights as well. So there doesn't even need to be like solid proof. There can just be like very loose allegations that you've been up to something unlawful. Literally no proof. Now previously, in order to be detained and investigated, there would at least need to be some form of proof. Something at least tangible, like reputable. Something that could at least get a court order. Now there doesn't. Literally, anyone on the street can go, hey, this guy, like, is weird or whatever. And the police can go through all of your records, both online, public, and private. They can even go through your phone. It's one of the reasons that WhatsApp, I'm not sure if people know, but WhatsApp has encrypted data files. So that even if the police were like, you know, in order to help with like a murder investigation, we need WhatsApp to release these files. WhatsApp can't. It's all encrypted. Due to this law, WhatsApp has actually removed its operations from the UK.
Vital signs critical. Agent out of review.
Fourth Amendment. Mate, you say that. The moment the UK put this bill into action, guess what the fucking US went and tried to do? I don't think you realise how powerless some of your amendments are. It's a bit of paper that can be changed. They've been changed before.
Medical assistance needed.
That's the target, Agent.
Mate, lots of countries are doing it. France has done it. France is in the EU. Your privacy rights in France have disappeared. The bill's there. Rather dead conversation I walked into. I'm trying to get the backbone backpack so that I can use it, but
Serious trauma detected.
Target down. Good job.
don't need a new game. I do need a new game.
Target neutralized. Good work. That's another one down. Good job, Agent.
Absolutely need a new game. Hey, these mods are doing my head in. Duration, skill, haste, damage. Alright, we're going to play the game of if it's not maxed, it's gone. Mate, your amendments have been changed so many times. I don't think you understand this. They... They get changed quite regularly just to suit the current need. Image guard worth expertise 25. I can't answer that because I've forgotten how they upgraded. What do you call it? Preservation on it. It's like 15% now, isn't it? Um, 15, yeah. Potentially, at the same time, though, you probably will still be better off just running a Banshee with preservation if you wanted to go that route. Because the only real area where you're going to see like a marked improvement on that is going to be getting the headshots. And then try reliably getting headshots. Reliably getting headshots with an SMG. There is also that. If you like it, upgrade it. I personally would suggest just go Banshee with preservation. But nothing wrong with Emmeline's guard. I can't remember if they actually did anything to change the P90. Toasty! Just trying to find something to do, mate, aren't we all? I did the daily and the weekly, I think. Yeah, daily and the weekly. And now we got some backbone farming on the go. Oh, look at that.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
How many extras do I have? Not a clue. Having fun? No. Make it end, Toasty. Make it end. End my suffering. Throw bricks at me till I stop twitching. I actually don't know. Oh my god, I could look at the resource page. When did that get fixed? 36. Wish I wouldn't have woken up. Mate, I'm hanging out for First Descendant. Summer, apparently. Legendary DUA. Legendary Ball Ache. No thanks.
Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Where? Where? Didn't they get delayed? It got... hold on. I'm braining and it's not working. Strain harder. After the last beta and they were planning on releasing it, they got a lot of feedback saying that the game feels quite empty and incomplete, and they would like for there to be more like content on release. They understand that they are the player base understands that people are going to be updating it as they go. It's going to be like a free-to-play live service game, but people were like, can we skip the first live service update and just work on the game now to release more content, bloody blah on release. Devs agreed, so they delayed it, but they didn't give a timeline. There was a post not too long ago, hold on, one of my lovely subscribers sent it to me. It's Mira, if you're here, thank you very much for this. Got to give you a shout out because you gave the info. So that's the YouTube link of the devs actively talking about it. Did that post? There we are. Of the devs actually, well, the lead dev talking about it. It is in Korean. He types it out and an AI bot translates it. There's only heavily teaching pay to win. The crafting system seemed very akin to Warframe, which isn't pay to win. It's more pay to skip 10 steps. You don't actually become any more powerful than you would done if you just grinded for a little bit, but you can just speed up the process kind of thing. Org AP3. The only org worth it at the moment is Invisible Hand, which is an AR. On SMG, the only SMGs that are worthwhile in the grand scheme of things are MP7, if you want to go for more burst, but it's quite limited on overall mag and sustain. More balanced will be the Banshee. Vector is still up there, but Banshee basically beats it in all performances. And then other than that, obviously, is Ouroboros. That's basically your top picks. Most people have converted over to the Banshee now. So yeah, other SMGs might be worthwhile, but compared to those, like, there is a pretty substantial gap between them. Yep. Detox Lady Death, yeah, Detox Lady Death is up there as well, but the Lady Death still has the same problem of that it had the whole time, just the mag. Dark Winter, my beloved. Who are you? You had like weird glowy hat. Oh yeah, Chatterbox is up there as well now. Oh, Chatterbox was always up there, but now you can roll it to Detox. It's really strong, especially if you can manage the buffs. I don't like it that much. I recommend it, but I personally don't like it just because managing those buffs for me is a bit of a chore. That's literally it. Like, if you can get all five stacks on Chatterbox, yeah, sure, it will outperform Ouroboros. But that's you getting and maintaining all 5 stacks when I can just point and shoot with Oreo.
Incoming hostiles detected. Access key detected.
I actually don't know, Toasty. I really don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing, what I want to do, how I want to do it. I'm feeling pretty hungry. I'm actually waiting for a Twitch payment to go through so I can go to my self-employment advisor and say how much I've gotten through Twitch. I have no idea how much I'm even getting this month. Not a lot, I don't think. But yeah, I feel like I'm very much not cut out for content creation. I was trying to, Curse. I've been re-evaluating it the past few days. I was on top of making videos for The Division. But then my interest in this game started to wane after they promised us all this extra shiny stuff. And it never came through. So my interest started to wane. There's no other games out at the moment that even remotely really interest me for any length of time. It's one of the reasons I was really hoping for First Descendant. Then I tried to go to like the full-time YouTube thing, so I added the membership program on YouTube, and a lot of people were really awesome and like instantly signed up. Bloody blah. Incredibly grateful for, but it was enough to like alleviate pressure. But obviously, I'm no Asmongold with like over 1 million things. I would prefer if I could just live off of ad revenue, because I feel really bad asking for money or promoting that style of thing, along with the fact that I refuse to do like essentially pay to win content. So and it's something I've held on to from the beginning. Like, if you do choose to support on like a monetary terms, I can't offer you any benefits because it's unfair to those people that also just can't afford to support in that level. Nice invisible ads there that just spawned in. And then one of the things that people suggested with like they start doing this is start streaming. So I started streaming and it was going okay for a bit. But then the more I started to stream, the less videos I was uploading because I couldn't find a decent balance. And then the more I was streaming and less videos I was going, and the more I felt like a fucking failure, the more this game pissed me off. And eventually it just got to a point of, last week, or I just had enough of it. And I just... yeah, I just disappeared for a week. Nothing happened. Like, nothing medical happened. I was just over it. I just broke. Very, very difficult trying to grow yourself to live off of content creation if you're not already there. It's very much a side gig until you're actually at that point. I'm also just not a very friendly and personable kind of guy. Especially, I'm not going to stop. I just need to find an actual fucking day job, and soon. I just need to find a normal stack shelves job and do this in the offside, because trying to actually get this going from nothing. Try playing a lot of different games. I can't fund that. I cannot fund that. I have about $2,500 left in the bank, and my rent is £1,000 a month. I can't fund that. I can't get all the new shiny games because I would have a choice of have games and be homeless, or don't play games and have a roof. Like, yeah. That's the point I'm at the moment. So I might actually be ending pretty soon just to get on the job hunt. The only reason I started streaming now is because once I sort of like I'm waiting for the Twitch payment to go through, so I can, like I said, go to the my self-employment advisor to say like this is how much I've earned, blah de blah de blah. And then after that, I'll probably just go back to just looking for stacking shelves jobs or something. Skyrim, I can't figure out how the mods work in Skyrim. I'd need to have a private conversation with Curse, because I'm pretty sure we like a lot of the similar style mods. We're both anime weebs. But a lot of the mods that I use no longer fucking work. I can't get them to work. I've tried updating and reinstalling Vortex. I don't know what I'm doing. Plus, I don't think I could stream my my game of Skyrim, because I'm pretty sure that is absolutely against TOS. First off, Vortex is shit. Yeah, but Vortex is easy, okay?
Fighting on. One day at a time.
Head out. All right, Toasty. I'll probably send some love your way in a bit, because, like I said, I need to do the adult thing and actually find a job. Thought about Wabberjack? What the fuck's a Wabberjack? Isn't that the weapon in Skyrim? Factory works a lot of standing. I can't do that at the moment. Ideally, I need an office job. Still got my hip injury until the surgery goes through. Like I could probably land a police job really fucking quick, but due to my injury, I can't do a lot of walking around and standing and whatnot. After the surgery, and I'm back up and fit and running, but even after the surgery, he said I had like 6 to 9 months of rehab time. Could try call centers? Nah. I would get fired so quick. It's a remade mod. Download hundreds at once. I'll have to have a look into it. Security job's a thing there. That's one thing I've been looking into. Just sit at a desk and watch cameras all night. I could fucking do that. But yeah, that's something I need to look into a little bit.
Target spotted, Sheriff.
Hostile blinder firefly detected. Agent
Oh, he's there. Looking the wrong way. That's what I currently do. It's gravy. But just sit at a desk and watch cameras. Yo, Rega, give me a job. You'll figure it out. I believe in you. I'm glad someone does, because I fucking don't.
Target down.
Mate, this bin up there is going to do my head in. Yeah, Mike, I tried Bloodsucker Unstoppable Force. It's really good. And in terms of like straight up fight, I did prefer it. However, there were on occasion a few areas where Bloodsucker would just run out, like a named Chunga. If I'm doing a lot of open world and running around, if a named Chunga came along, I would run out of Bloodsucker and then lose Intimidate. And it just ended up just being a shit show. So at least this way I can at least get Obliterate. It just ended up being more consistently useful rather than being amazing half the time. Yeah, I did try out Bloodsucker Intimidate quite a lot. I'm not a fan of Adrenaline Rush. It doesn't stack as high, and I found it's good for initiating, but in terms of like longevity, I found Ad Rush to be quite useless. But that's just me. Like I found like if the fight went on for too long, like Ad Rush just couldn't sustain. Probably miss your response due to ads. Oh god, what did I say? Right. Issue with Bloodsucker is if a fight was drawn out, you would lose Bloodsucker and then you've basically got nothing. Whereas at least with Unstoppable Force, Obliterate, you can at least get something. The problem only really arose with like some named enemies, especially named Chungas. But it was enough to become a friggin' problem. And then as for, speaking of named Chungas. And then with Bloodsucker versus Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline Rush is really good for the initiation of a fight because obviously it's up immediately. But if the fight was drawn out for any length of time and you took just a little bit of damage, you lose Ad Rush and then it goes on cooldown. So, for me, absolutely, Bloodsucker over Adrenaline Rush. But in terms of, like, lengthier fights, I just didn't find it to be particularly useful at all. And it just ended up being more problematic, to be perfectly honest. So I went back to using Obliterate and Unstoppable Force. I mean, that's just my personal take on it. Like, I always found myself trying to rely on Bloodsucker, which obviously there. But then in relying on Bloodsucker, I ended up making a load of mistakes and getting myself fucked over. Whereas with this, I didn't have to rely on anything. It just all happens passively. And like you just get like a constant ramp up or use of damage. Fucking disoriented bullets, can't even walk through a door. Problem is you're then sacrificing even more damage. And because you're going to be getting armor on kill and working off of Bloodsucker, you really need to get that kill as quick as possible. I haven't got one, so I can't test. Maybe it's good enough. But I personally don't recommend dropping it too much because all you're going to be doing is hurting yourself. So, anyway, I am going to end it here because, like I said, I need to do some serious adulting now. Check the old bank and everything else, bloody blah. and pretend to be a normal person. I will try and stream a little bit more regularly, that they might just be shorter, just because at this point, until I can actually get a game I'm genuinely enjoying on like the regular, it's going to be a bit annoying. But let us raid Toasty X God. There it is. He has a face cam now, so we can all laugh at how hideous he is, which is great. And for those of you over on YouTube, if you want to continue, that is Toasty's Twitch link. However, in the meantime, have fun, good luck, and don't die. It's bad for the health.